Got some catching up to do with you guys. It's been past 2 weeks have been a little. I use the term difficult because it's just me processing all the trauma and emotions and just life in general. I'm experiencing life, and it's coming at me fast and hard. Anyway, this section is about grief because you can hold grief. I'm holding grief. I'm trying to let it out, but looking at looking at reminders of what my friends are going through reminded me of my grandma because she was the one person in this world that tried to protect me. She knew what I was going through. She knew what my mom was doing. She knew what my stepdad was doing. I think everybody knew, but nobody did anything. And so that's what I've had to live with. And when I found out years later that my mom was the one who performed the injection that ended my grandmother's life, without waiting for me to get there, I was on my way. I was stationed in Virginia at the time, and it was I want to say a 12 to 14 hour drive. I had to get permission because you can't just leave the military. You have to have permission, or you're considered AWOL. And when you go AWOL, you can be discharged, dishonorably discharged, and you can be sent to the brig. So you can spend time in jail slash prison just for they call it abandonment post. So yeah, if you leave or what they call take leave without permission, yeah, you can be punished. And so my family didn't understand this at the time. And while I was putting in what I call they're called request chits. Like you literally have to fill out a piece of paper to ask permission. Yes, you have to get permission to go to a funeral, to go. Yeah, that's just how it was. Anyway, I was driving. I was probably 22. Yeah, I was 22 at the time because my son was 2. And so it was a tough drive. And, all these emotions, golly, I feel like I'm going to throw up right now, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to share this information, hoping it'll help someone. Grief stays with you. It can manifest into symptoms. Maybe some of my issues were unprocessed trauma and grief. I'm learning to accept that for and about myself. Wow, you guys, this is. I have so many thoughts swirling around right now. I'm trying to stay focused. My takeaway is process it, sit with it. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to send love, send love. Because in the end, that's what I'm doing. I'm sending love to my grandma, letting her know that I know how much she loved me. That I miss that love. And that's what grief is. It's missing something so bad that it hurts you too. I know it's a part of life. I know it's a fact of life. I know, we know none of us make it out alive. None of us make it out alive. I mean, we have our experiences, those of us who believe in infinity. We'll be back, we'll circle back around. I'll see you again. And so I'm a song person. Songs just, drop into my thoughts. And after seeing a few posts about friends grieving over the loss of a loved one, the song Birds by Imagine Dragons popped in, and I sat and listened to it. And yeah, I started crying again because music speaks to my soul. And that song touched my soul. And it reminds me of loved ones. I love you. Just remember, we are all love. We are love. Now we just need to learn to love ourselves and each other.